Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and slam, you wanna jam. Welcome to the space. The space. Welcome to the space.
Welcome, King James. I am the king of this domain. This is the serververse.
What'd you do to my son? Where's Dom?
The only way you're getting your son back is if you and I play a little basketball. Pete, send this clown to the rejects.
Wait.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, I want you to cast your minds back to the year of 1996, where cinema changed forever because it was the moment when Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny teamed up together and brought us Space Jam. And now, almost 25 years later, the tunes are back, this time with LeBron James in tow for Space Jam: A New Legacy. LeBron and his son are at a bit of a crossroads in life, and after a heated exchange, find themselves sucked into the Warner Brothers serververse, which is under the control by a sinister algorithm played by Don Cheadle. To escape with his son, LeBron must assemble the most formidable basketball team possible, the Looney Tunes. Right off the bat, I want to make it clear, I don't have a childhood affinity for Space Jam. I only watched it for the first time earlier this year, and it's fine. I can certainly see why people love it. I think the jokes where it's kind of referencing how ridiculous it's being and also poking fun at Michael Jordan, I think that is when it works best. Plus, Bill Murray steals every single scene that he appears in. But truthfully, I wasn't fussed about a sequel. I wasn't clamoring for it like I know millions of people have been doing for what seems like years now. But now, we've finally got one. And it sucks. One of the reasons that the original Space Jam, in my opinion, worked so well is because they knew how to use Michael Jordan effectively. He is not the greatest actor in the universe. That's clear as day. But what the script had for him, there wasn't any heavy material that he had to deliver. Plus, you could tell that Jordan was okay with the script poking fun at his failures, and he went along with it, especially when it came to his whole experience with baseball. For LeBron, and again, he's not an actor by any stretch, they give him way too much to do, more than he is actually capable of. I mean, 99% of his line delivery is just so one note. The character he plays is supposed to be an exaggerated version of himself, but it's never played for laughs, almost as if they were afraid of stepping on anyone's toes. His son, played by Cedric, is fine. He isn't anything like amazing, but the father-son dynamic, it didn't work for me because it's unoriginal and there was no conviction behind any of it. Don Cheadle seemed to be the only actor really trying with his character, but the issue that you run into is that because everyone around him isn't really putting in that much effort, he almost looks like he's overacting in certain situations. But the biggest offender of Space Jam: A New Legacy are the Looney Tunes themselves. They feel like they are playing second fiddle the entire time. Unfortunately, they bring nothing to the table apart from showing up for the obligatory final basketball match and then maybe a few wacky hijinks here or there. What the studio instead decided to do, and note how I said studio there and not screenwriters, is just bombard you with the IP that Warner Brothers own. Let's just shower them with every single franchise, popular character, series that we own and not give a rat's ass about story or character, because all audiences want to see are Easter eggs and references. Look, there's King Kong. Look, there's the Iron Giant. Look, there's Drogon from Game of Thrones. Oh, there's Harry Potter world. There's Pennywise from It and the Droogs from A Clockwork Orange. Because those are references that kids will definitely understand and aren't wildly inappropriate for a family film. Warner Brothers have clearly mistaken cramming in Easter eggs and references for what they think constitutes an exciting experience. These moments aren't funny for adults, and a lot of the references are going to fly over kids' heads. They're going to be left confused. I was in a screen that was probably about half full, and there is this 10-minute sequence where we are just hopping from world to world of what Warner Brothers own, and it was silent in my screen. No one laughing, kids not reacting. It was awful. Some of you may be thinking, oh, but what about Ready Player One? That was like full of Easter eggs. And here's the thing. Ready Player One and the way it uses Easter eggs, that's because it's like an homage to pop culture, nerd culture. It wasn't designed by a studio, it was concocted by the author of the book that it's based on. Now, was it excessive? Absolutely, but it did somewhat serve a purpose. In Space Jam: A New Legacy, it's the worst kind of consumerism. It's blindingly obvious that the studio's intention was to feature all of these properties to flex everything that they own and then just build a story around it. It doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like a 2-hour advertisement for Warner Brothers, or like one of those attractions you go to at a theme park where you sit down and you watch a short film, except in this case it's just been extended to a ridiculous length. It stinks of corporately manufactured, creatively empty, self-pleasuring bullcrap when all us audience want to see is LeBron James play basketball with the Looney Tunes. There are a couple of saving graces when the Looney Tunes are briefly allowed to be themselves, but it isn't long before the studio chuck another reference at your face in the hope that you'll nibble up their property whilst they gobble away at your money. There was such a chance that this could have been a fun, exciting throwback to a much-loved family classic, but the stench of corporate ownership is way too strong in this film. If you and your family were kind of looking forward to this, I do strongly urge you to maybe find something else to watch. The adults in my screening really didn't gel with it, and the kids especially seemed very uninterested and bored. I'm going to give Space Jam: A New Legacy a very generous 2.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on Space Jam: A New Legacy. Let me know, have you had a chance to see the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, this review's been a bit negative, so let's take a positive spin come the end. I want to know who your favourite character in Looney Tunes is. For me, Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote. I can watch their little shorts all day, every day. But as always, thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.